This coverage is brought to you by Rami Rent.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to some more disc golf media coverage. We're coming at you with the fourth stop on the European Pro Tour, the Estonian Open. Got the MPO lead card, round 2, front 9. I'm Tony Ferro.
And with him, Connor Wood. Really excited to see these guys shred this course. We have some great scoring conditions today, about 18 degrees Celsius, little to no winds, so these guys should be in a great spot to really give us some good golf here today.
Yeah, you can't ask for too much more with those conditions. Ready to see some great woods golf.
And I think a deadly card shaping up. We see joining us the leader from round 1, Lauri Lehtinen, 1027 rated, representing Latitude. This guy just put on a showing at this course here yesterday. We'll see if he can replicate that today.
Well, not far behind him is the youngin' reigning European champion, Niklas Anttila, 1030 out of Finland. We've seen this kid's got lots of game.
And joining us, Hjalte Jensen as well. Really been having some consistent showings, a familiar face for us in Europe as always. Also contending with that 4-digit rating, sitting at 999.
Last but not least, we have Jensen Nieminen. Very big sidearm player, 1020 out of Finland. Interested to see the lines he's going to pick today.
It always is. As we look through the round 1 results, we see Lauri sitting at the top 12 under, 2 strokes behind Niklas at 10 under, Hjalte at 9, Jesse at 8, and a slew of players hot on their heels at 8 under.
Now only 5 strokes for all top 10. Anybody's game still with 2 rounds to go. Let's kick it off with hole number 1, par 3, 85 meters, the island hole. Slightly uphill, pick your poison basically. You can go straight up the gut, you can do a huge hyzer around the trees. Either way you want to go, just land it inside those stakes. If not, you will be in the hazard zone with a penalty stroke.
Do you think the lack of a drop zone contributes to any decision making for the players, or are they just trying to put it in the circle every time?
Clean that bad boy up. Sorry, it threw me off. It was all up in our
good.
face.
I did not see that coming. All good.
Yeah, no, I really think hazard zones allow the ability to run the shot and have less fear because you're up there. Normally a drop zone, you still have to throw the disc to get back into the island or up to the basket. And with a hazard, you still got that putt. You can save the par.
Great point. We see Lauri kicking off our round 2 lead card here. A little hyzer, hits the stick, stays in bounds.
And that's the way you want to start it. All right, Niklas up next. Looks like he's got a mid-range in his hand. Going straight up the gut if I would be willing to guess.
I think on a windy day like today, pretty friendly line. I am surprised we're not seeing as many big hyzers to try and control that flip up to straight glidey distance, but these guys have a phenomenal amount of touch, as we see from Niklas there.
Oh yeah, that is park job. Maybe has a branch or 2 in his way, but I'm sure that's not going to be anything to worry about for him. All right, Hjalte up with a beautifully dyed disc.
I was thinking the same, couldn't take my eyes off it. We'll see if it throws nicely as well. Good to get everything sorted. First throw of the round, always nice to be mindful, take your time.
Ooh, a little stable, but it hangs on. That's going to be well under the tree. Have to see what that gives him.
Interesting, all 3 of them filtering to that left side of the circle, underneath or around those hanging branches. I think the fear of turning it up a little bit too much and going the other way maybe in play. These guys just want a nice, safe one shape flight. We'll see Jesse now showing us the first forehand of hole 1.
Now this looks to be a harp, I would say. Nice little soft flip up. Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
Best of the bunch.
Wonder if any of those other guys will be throwing forehand on hole 1 tomorrow, now that they're contending with the branches and Jesse is in the clear.
Lauri up first from the knee, right at the edge of the circle. The island circle, that is. Oh, and just a bit right side. Prodigy basket does not like that.
Connecting to strong side chains, but filtering out. We'll see if Hjalte has a window through these branches here.
It does look to be obstructed. Is he going to do a little lob it over the branch?
Or does he fire?
Oh,
He
yeah.
does give the lob. Good call as he just pops that one up and over, floats it down into the basket. Good birdie to get us started.
Soft and smooth. That was a tough putt to get your round going.
No doubt. Bit of a scramble. We see Niklas here, though, much closer to the edge. It looks like he has a normal stroke and makes sure to put that one in for his birdie as well.
Making it look easy.
And taking a stroke on the leader.
That is true. And Jesse with the easiest putt of the entire group. Should just be a little formality right outside the bullseye.
And we do see the flag moving just a little bit. The tree's very still, though, as Jesse makes sure to put that straight in the heart. There's 3 birdies and 1 par for our leader. Losing a stroke on the first hole, I expect to see him come back with a vengeance.
Lots of golf to play.
No
We've seen
doubt.
this guy can string a few birdies together, let's say.
And did not too long ago, just this month in July, win the Tuni Open, Lauri, so no stranger to that winning spot.
That is for sure. Let's kick it into hole 2, par 3, 112 meters. Tunnel shot off the tee. You really have to miss these 2 guardian trees. Whichever way you're going to get around them, get that disc starting to fade left after you pass through. Slide on up to this green, but be wary as that left side has an OB and it tightens up real tight as you get up to the basket.
A nice hole, forcing you to just hit the gap early as well as control your hyzer angle. Round 1, the people who hung it out a little bit too wide and too straight really coming into some problems. The tight hyzer seemed to be almost a spike-ish looking hyzer, just like that from Niklas. We'll see if he can make his way past that guardian. Oh!
Yeah, that's about perfect. Jeez.
That super clean from Niklas to get us started there. Just slides it on up so softly. Such a soft descent.
Yeah, with a fairway driver, that was pretty impressive that it just sat down. Maybe it hit a branch or something, but that was absolutely perfect execution. Hjalte, unfortunately, a little late on the release, and he did catch the outside of the Guardians, and he's going to be in trouble.
Let's see what Jesse can manufacture here. As you mentioned, a forehand dominant player. He will need to have a long turnover flight here. Very touchy shot. We'll see his angle control.
Oh, it looked so good out the hand. Caught
Really
one of
did.
the 2 Guardian trees, but it kicked him right, and he should be open in the fairway to get up and down.
And we'll see Lauri now.
Looking to get that stroke back.
No doubt. He's not likely getting it back from Niklas, who's right up there.
I would agree. Oof, but Lauri is right behind him.
I think about edge of circle left. Definitely a good throw. hit the fairway cleanly, just contending with that very last tree. He'll definitely be putting. We see Jesse here, stuck behind some of these Guardians early in the fairway.
This is the new slammer from Ricky Wysocki. Basically a harp with a thumb track on top. And
wow.
you can see it likes to just hit and stick, and park job for Jesse.
In my experience, not a very glidey disc either. Tough to get that much distance, but Jesse, definitely some good forehand power.
No doubt.
Hjalte with a scramble overhead. We'll see if he can filter down. That he does. Rolls away from the basket, but should have an obstructed putt there. I think this course, leaving these players a lot of obstructed putts, kind of to be expected here, at least a few.
That was his second shot, wasn't it?
Wow.
He's putting for birdie from that drive. That's some scramble right there. As we see Lauri just bang it dead center chains for his birdie.
Putting for par, is he not? Hjalte here, this is his third.
Ah, you are correct, yes.
First one off the tree, second one over the top, and that will be leaving Hjalte with a bogey. But definitely a good scramble after that tough kick to the left side. That isn't probably not the side you want to kick. But we see Niklas for his birdie now, closest of the bunch. And secures it. That is Niklas, 2 through 2. Telling
That's the way
Lauri,
to start.
I'm coming for you. We see Hjalte now for his bogey. And he makes sure to put that one in.
Not the worst outcome from that drive, though. And almost saved the par. Really just tiny bit too high off the putt. Jesse with an easy peasy tap in. Hole 3. Par 3, 146 meter. Tiny tee pad. But you got to hit that gap nonetheless off the tee. Backhand righties. Got to get a little bit of Anheuser angle on the disc so it fades in softly. Can't get too much hyzer angle as you will skip on this ground, and that OB gets tight all the way around the basket as you come in.
Definitely a demanding hole, a 146 meter par 3. We do have a little bit of elevation that they're throwing from downhill, but definitely demanding. As we see Niklas up first, hyzer release, flipping it up to flat. Contending with that back tree line is what you want to see. As he fades on in. He has early circle 2 putt, it looks like.
Yeah, it's just a little bit short. You could see he only got it to flat. It held strong for a long time, but just not enough to get all the way to the basket. Let's see, Lauri now. Flipping one up. This is also not over. It's not understable enough. He's going to end up right by Niklas. But this is the right miss. You're not messing with any of the OBs. Disc is landing soft on the ground. And you got a circle 2 look.
We see Jesse now. Looking for a nice big flex on the forehand. Definitely gets it to ride.
This could park it. Okay, just not enough out of the hand, but that's a huge order to ask for with a sidearm.
No doubt. And I think the priority here just being to hit the first gap, not hyzer out OB. If you get all of the distance, that's a bonus, but I think it's not the immediate priority here as we see Hjalte flip one up very straight.
This could be in danger, yeah.
With that OB right side. He does not get the fade or the hyzer shape. We'll see how much distance he has left. I think probably about half the fairway still. I'd guess about 70 meters.
Yeah, and he's going to be tucked off on the right side with a few of the evergreens, I believe, in his way. Yeah, he had the right disc. He just grip locked a little bit, I would say. Maybe tried to yank it a bit too hard.
As he gets a nice little putter turnover, Lands it softly right up there. That'll leave him for his bogey putt.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
Can't be upset about that. I mean, yeah, you can be upset that you threw it OB, but got to just do the best you can from whatever the outcome is. Yesay up for a big birdie. Oof.
Oh, that looked good all the way until it went past it.
Sure did. He was looking at it too. He thought it had a chance.
All right, we got Lauri now. That big wooden pole in the fairway, a good indicator of where players are likely to start putting and having a real chance to put one in. Oh, just pushed down a little bit. Maybe some light tailwind there.
Yeah.
Seemed to drop very quickly.
That looked early the whole way. I don't think he really committed fully to the putt. Didn't follow through to the basket. And yeah, just short left, but hey.
Speaking of commitment to the
lost.
putt, though, Niklas just slams the band. No hesitation from him, but just a bit high, and he will secure his par on this hole 3.
Yeah, you can't be upset with par on this hole. This is a bonus. Getting this one is a bonus birdie. Okay.
Hjalte for his bogey.
Taking his time though. Don't want to miss another short one. 2 short misses in a row would really, really mess with your head.
And our leader for his par. Keep that 1-stroke lead over Niklas. Hot on his heels. And Yesay also for 3.
Yeah, as we've seen before, yes, a really routine-oriented player. I love to see it. Take notes. If you're ever having trouble putting, routine, routine, routine. Always focus on the routine. Focus on your rhythm.
It's good advice, something which you can just replicate time and time again.
Kicking into our first par 4 of the day, hole 4, 154 meters. Got a soft left to right turn off the tee. Really what you're wanting to do is miss this wall of trees on the right here. Get past this or to the left of it, you can set yourself up for a very easy approach. Only a couple more trees in the way. Land yourself up on the green here. Not too difficult of a birdie. Just got to execute that tee shot. Saw a bunch of rollers yesterday. Let's see if we see them today.
We did see some really nice air shots landing in dead center fairway, and the rollers flew straight past them. So we'll see what these guys opt for. Looking like that nice cut roller to stand up angle. We'll see this hopefully fire on through those trees.
Ooh, a bit
Ooh.
tall.
Look at
But
that
that's-
nice disc on the chassis there.
Somebody forgot something. Niklas a little bit on the right side rough, but I believe he should have a line to the basket from there. Lauri just pure in the gap. That's position A++.
Beautiful, nice slow turnover. That'll leave him just a little hyzer into the green. We'll see Yesay now. I expect him to flip this up to flat and try to ride as far as he can. That rightmost tree line that you mentioned you need to beat, definitely coming more into play for the forehand line. As he comes just a little bit short of those, he will have a gap to hit also on his second.
He threw me off a bit there. Did he throw his slammer on that tee shot?
Oh, I would be shocked. He may have. I didn't notice, but
The
I
color
wouldn't put
of
it
it.
past him.
I thought the colors were the same as his slammer. Wait a minute, what?
Well, he did come short and fade a bit right, so that would be characteristic of the slammer flight. We see Hjalte connect again with an early tree. He will now have to battle that tree line that you hope to clear on the first. On his second, he goes through the biggest gap. Look at that.
Jeez, look out, basket. He is going deep. He is outside the circle long with a not so well executed tee shot. Great second from Hjalte.
You can see that quick green and hard earth really giving a lot of ground play for both those guys as their approaches fire just a little bit long. They'll be both circle 2, I think, putting.
Yeah, just too much heat, too much edge on that sidearm. Niklas looking to get it a bit flatter, but he also yanks it a bit wide. He's going to find himself around 7-8 meters for that birdie putt.
He was on a knee throwing around an obstacle, so definitely a tricky stance. We see Lauri dead center, right in the open, free approach.
Does the basket have a force field around it? Everybody's leaking left and right here. This is uncharacteristic from our leader card normally.
You know what they say, a tricky throw just leaves you a chance for a sick putt.
Well, we're going to probably see some here. It's Hjalte's jump putt. Oh, just off the cage. And he skips a little bit long. He's going to have a little bit of work to do.
We see a little replay here. Looks like it's hyzering in, catches a pretty big flare backwards behind the basket, just connected with that nub of...
Yeah, I was going to say a nub skip there. That was, oof, ouch. Yes, sir. Oh, top band. Nice run, though, right on the line.
That force field's still in play.
Telling you, man, this thing, I said it was an easy par 4. He was like, ha, 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 watch me.
Third easiest hole of the day statistically. We'll see if Lauri can capitalize on that here.
Here we go. There's one. Leader knows he's going to smash those chains. And that'll put Lauri at 2 down for the round, tying Niklas for this round at least, pulling himself back to a 2-stroke lead.
And good par save there from Hjalte. He's been bogey on the last 2, so good to see him snag that tester putt to save his par now. And Niklas also dropping it in. That could go nowhere but bottom of the basket.
Such a lobby putt. That was beautiful. I love seeing those. Niklas is very capable of doing huge spin putts. And when I first met him, that's what he did. So to see him able to just change up the game and just lob one in there.
Just a nice nose down angle, dropping into the basket. Can't go wrong.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's get into this tricky par 3, hole 5, 108 meters. Got a gap left, got a gap right. Left side's going to get you to the pin clean, but it's pretty tight. Right side, got a few bigger gaps to hit, but you're going to gamble with a few bunches of trees. You got to find your way through them somehow, or else you're just going to end up short and just pitch up to the basket. See which ways these guys are going to go.
It does shape really nicely for that forehand flex line. The backhand turnover a little bit touchier. It looks like that's what Niklas is opting for here.
Yeah, you really need a flippy disc on there, or else your angle is much smaller if you're trying to put the ante on it from the get-go. Like you said, sidearm is probably the better way to get through that left side gap and then just let the disc filter to the right, hit the hillside that the basket's on, give yourself a putt.
We'll see if Lauri now can hit that line.
That's inside.
He almost made it through, but that very last tree back of the line pulls him down. He'll have a little hyzer approach to the green, but a tricky green. You will get some rollaways if you connect with metal or those stairs.
For sure. Angle control is essential on that large of a hillside. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
show him
Come
how
on
the
now.
forehand's done.
There it is. Come on, flexing it. Oh, baby. Gorgeous.
So
6
nice.
meters, 5-6 meters away. That is awesome. Awesome flex sidearm.
That's what I'm sure Jesse wants. And we see Hjalte now having a few struggles on the last holes. We'll see if he can correct and try to get one in the fairway off the first.
No.
Spoke a little too soon. He hits another tree and kicks left. That will pinch off his angle. At least if you kick right, you sometimes have a little forehand hyzer, but it gets quite thick on the left there. We'll see what he is left with.
Yeah, the miss is to the right. Left side is not the happy zone. But if I were to nitpick Hjalte today, he just seems to be a little late on the release. Just going to have to try and find it in him to calm down, smooth it out. And this isn't going to help as he catches some twigs on the ground that just completely destroy his roller angle, pushing him back into the woods on the right side.
Niklas with quite a friendly look there. Nice big gap for forehand hyzer. Nice throw. If anything, that was actually a flat release with what looked to be a very overstable disc. Nice to put himself right up there close.
Man, he's got some pretty discs though, Hjalte. This is the second dyed disc that I've seen from him, and that's just gorgeous.
Hjalte, if you're watching, we are requesting a in-the-bag video sometime soon.
Yes, please. Some close-ups of those dye jobs. Those are nice.
We see our leader here. Also went early right, but that should leave him with that little forehand hyzer, as we mentioned. Think.
Oh, sits it on the stair. Just,
He wanted to putt from flat ground.
yeah, I mean, hey, when you can pick and choose, you pick and choose.
All right, Jesse for his birdie would be the only
Stroke
one of the card.
on the card. Come on, boy.
Did we miss one from Jesse? Because he was more parallel to the basket on the hill.
I was gonna mention the same thought. I thought maybe my camera angle was off or
Yeah,
something like that, but
I paused for a moment because I thought maybe we just had a misperception, but we'll see his score at the end there as he unfortunately missed his uphill putt. But Hjalte, not missing that, takes another bogey, but considering the trees he's hitting off the tees, he's doing a good job to try and scramble his way every time.
no doubt. And par save for Niklas. The others will just be tapping in respectively. Very curious to see if Jesse did take the par or if that was a bogey.
I would assume he missed a putt and rolled
Yeah.
down. Yeah. And that's the danger of that green. You hit
Sure
metal and
is.
it's not dead center, you can be back down there, edge of circle.
All right, well, let's take a look at hole number 6. We saw it from that nice drone footage. We got this gap off the tee, about 40 meters off the tee. You gotta bust through this gap with power. Super straight power up in the air. Once you get past the trees on the left here, the disc should start fading, hyzering out, landing somewhere in this nice, beautiful open area. From there, pretty simple. Just got to beat these trees in the middle, get around it left side, right side, whichever way you feel. Key thing here is that tee shot. You got to get past those trees. There's OB all up in there short. Really, really double punishment almost if you don't make that gap.
We see Niklas up first.
We got through. A little bit too turned over. Is it far enough? Oh, no. Ouch. That is the
danger.
trouble.
You mentioned it perfectly. We'll see Lauri now. Trying to make the correction.
Smelling the blood. I did not see where that went, but
Neither did I.
it's awesome.
Is that as close as I think it is?
Yeah, that was the drive that you want that we never saw, but that was an awesome drive. And
Yes,
again, this is the putter that he threw on hole 1.
Maybe the harp that you mentioned,
Yeah.
the bottom of the profile looking very harpy, as he just puts himself in a good position for a pretty clean second shot. I think he's well enough behind that tree we saw on the left there to have an open look to the green. Maybe a little bit long, but open.
Look at the dyed disc number 3.
Just flexing on us at this point as he flips that up to flat, gets a huge ride.
Oh, baby. No, it was too straight. It looked so good with the hyzer coming out of it. Hjalte is just getting hit after hit.
He has been struggling to keep the tee shots in the fairway, some tough kicks, a few throws just flipping up a little bit too straight. As we see Niklas here from his out of bounds off the tee, he could get a par save with a huge throw here, but it would require pinpoint precision over everything.
I think like you were saying last round, how taking the as far back as possible from your lie, as we're going to see him do it again. Basically, I think he's trying to get over an OB section here over the trees. He did not do it the first shot, just re-throwing basically because he went straight into the OB again. Oh, and he tries to get to the basket with that spike hyzer, but hits the last set of Guardians, and he's right in front of him. That's going to be a tricky approach.
I believe with the penalty strokes, that's maybe his 5th throw. I believe the 3rd throw with 2 penalties.
5, yeah, he will be shooting 6.
And he's up there where Lauri is on his 1st.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is a big swing.
We see Hjalte now tons of distance. He does have a little gap to try and pierce.
Yeah. Come on, boy. Let's get one back. Oh, he juiced it, though.
He has more snap than he knows how to control.
Yeah,
a lot
he's
of his
in
approaches.
angry mode. Oh, you see, this is absolute prime time position. Look at that.
Oh, man. Lauri just perfection on the tee shot. That's what he's left with on his 2nd. Tap in birdie. Cannot play it better than that.
The tiniest little chip to the 180-meter par 4 for his 2nd shot.
And look at
Niklas,
this.
Wow.
That's
awesome
impressive.
Scramble. Forehand roller, putter shot around the trees, park job.
Even, I believe, curled it up on top of Lauri's disc.
Come on. Yeah, boy. What a birdie save from Hjalte. Needed it. Absolutely needed that.
And now he's back. Here he goes. He's got 3 bogeys and 2 birdies so far. He could very quickly correct his score.
You could almost see the confidence in his face just building from that. Like, finally, I got something to go my way. Let's go.
There's something funny that happens mentally when you're sort of just in a let's go mode. You know your score isn't great. You're probably not contending with the leader. And you just go full power. There's no hesitation anymore. Hjalte just drains it. Oh, there's the discs resting on each other.
I mean, yeah, he is, what, he's 6-7 strokes back?
And there's a lot of golf to play, but
Exactly.
that's sometimes the mindset when you fall behind early. It's just, all right, whatever, let's go full speed, see what happens.
I mean, okay, Lauri is off to a solid start. Hole number 7, par 3, 109 meters. Got this bump up the hill as you tee off. Can contending with the ground as well as this low ceiling once you get to these trees here, mid-fairway. After that, it'll start to head downhill. From here, you got to control the angle of the disc, as fading left is absolutely a no-go. Right side, there is OB. Most people are going to have that miss left, though. Tough hole to control this height. The height is key on this hole.
And it looks like there was a little bit of wind coming out, if anything looked to be a headwind. That may have been a helpful tree for Lauri there, who was fading out very quickly.
Yeah, that seemed to be a lot of highs around the disc.
Yes, up now.
This is an interesting route.
Look at that.
Oh, man.
If he can get it to sit down, that's up there. He's playing. That's
circle.
a nice shape.
I mean, that, I don't think you see too many people doing that route. That was awesome.
The guys who were most successful in round one really just flipping something up to flat and then cresting the hill as low as you can to avoid the fading out left or right. With the height and the drop-off, Hjalte looks to have played a little bit left. I think he'll have just a little hyzer into the green, though. I don't think he'll be putting, but we'll see. Niklas up now.
Yeah, this is the shot.
There
we go.
Is. Up to flat, crest the hill.
No, just catches some trees. It turned over a tiny bit too much. And then, yeah, you hit the Guardian's right side, but he's way down there. Still circle 2 putt. He could get one back.
Lauri with just a little jump putt. Leaves himself in the circle, but about 7-8 meters. Not a tap in, but I'm sure he'll be all right with that.
Yeah, from the top of the hill, that's a big jump putt.
And at this caliber, those guys all pretty comfortable within circle 1. I believe this is Hjalte.
Good little scramble putt there from a knee in the woods.
Decent bid. Niklas for his birdie to take one on Lauri.
Come on. Oh. Looked right. Just was a bit too right, let's say.
And Jesse now for his birdie. Little straddle under the trees.
Cash it.
In. Good stuff by Mr. Nieminen there.
Sidearm flexor birdie. Looking at this putt one more time from in the trees. All arm, no legs.
Great height the whole way.
Beauty. Oh, Lauri.
For par, he's about
par.
8-9.
This is a tester. This is a nervy putt right here. But whatever, it doesn't matter.
Looks like a practice putt for him. Just
it does, doesn't it?
Super clean, dead center. You love to see it. It's showing why he is your leader. Here in round 2, we see Niklas now for his par.
Got to take your time. 5 meters is still 5 meters. There you go. Right in the middle. Keeps that confidence way up there. Sitting at even, he's probably not feeling so confident right now, but
he can string together some birdies. In the last 2 holes, we move on to the back 9. He can still put together a very respectable round.
It's very true. There's 11 holes to go, so nothing's done yet. Let's kick it into hole 8, par 4, 156 meters. Backhand righty hyzer off the tee. Needs to miss that first tree on the right. Once you do, start fading in here. Try to filter into this downhill slope. Setting up for the second shot with an stable to slightly overstable mid. Backhand righty flexor. Coming through these trees. Try to filter in. Catching this uphill slope behind the basket. Really can push for that second shot. You can get some nice aggressive aggressive throws through there.
This is a bold forehand line. He's looking like a turnover
Forehand
roller.
roller. Get some Jesse. I'm not sure how great that was, but he got down there to the corner.
He definitely hit the first gap, but I think he didn't turn it over enough to start moving left. I think effectively a straight throw for him at the end. We'll see Lauri now. I'm expecting a big hyzer release.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Just got to make it. It was a bit too wide. But squeaking through everything around the backside of the fairway. And that is prime time position A once again for Lauri.
He made the bend. He got some distance even around the corner. He's in the dead center. Hjalte looking here to match.
This looks more like the line. And wow. Yeah.
That's it.
Spikes it in. No movement. Right in the middle of the fairway. Niklas. Oh, wide, but he does squeak through.
I think all three of those backhand throws looked pretty wide out of the hand, but they were swinging it back in nicely. Just that one shape hyzer the whole way.
Yeah, Niklas may be a little right side. Have to shape it a bit more than the others, but needless to say, those were amazing. Amazing drives from all four players.
The rare backhand from Jesse. Look at that as he gets a little nice flex there. Turns it over through the gap and flattens it out up to the green. Patent pending backhand.
Hey, boy. Great shot from Jesse. Niklas up with the sidearm. Oh, that looks high. That is filtering out right. And yeah, that's going to be about circle's edge. Maybe a tree or two in the way.
Lauri looking for a little forehand approach straight through the trees. Also looking a bit high though. Fades out right up there with Niklas. Oh, but came out nicely.
Man, for as hot as these boys are shooting, they are just spraying their approaches everywhere.
They're definitely leaving
guys.
themselves some work on the putting green.
I mean, I'm just so used to people just like hitting the pole and everything. And like, yeah, these guys are filtering a little bit.
This is woods golf. You know, you got to take the biggest gap. It might compromise your position, but you want to make sure you get through onto the green. And a great
But
putt
it
by
doesn't
Niklas
matter
there.
when you're making putts like that.
Exactly. Circle one. That's a birdie.
Get some, boys. I mean, hey, whichever way you guys want to do it, we'll watch it. We're going to watch it.
No doubt. It's Lauri here for his birdie as well. Cashes it nicely.
I mean, it's much more entertaining when you guys got to make putts. So feel free. Keep them out of there. I love watching putts go in.
Hjalte right outside that bullseye puts it in. Quick shout out to Aigars Ankans, the only eagle of the day here. I assume a throw in, right? I don't think
Yeah,
you could
have
bend the
to
corner
be. No way.
and get that far.
No, the shape of this fairway could never in one. Or else prove me wrong.
There we go. Good stuff. A star frame by our lead card here on hole 8. And
Not
yesterday,
bad.
putting 3 in a row together.
Gobble, gobble, Yessie. Come on now. Let's get one more as we come into the final hole of the front 9. 150-meter par 4. Got about 80 meters of a tunnel shot off the tee. Don't get too far, not too short. Gotta catch yourself right on that landing zone as you filter downhill. Backhand anhyzer, righty sidearm. Pick your poison whichever way you feel. Nothing really dangerous on here besides a natural OB. This is one to get. This is not too difficult of a par 4. Really confidence booster to finish off that front 9.
No doubt. 8 and 9, very gettable if you can hit your lines. Both of them sitting at about 150 meters. Not too much distance, but you just need pure precision. Yes, look at that soft turn. Turns just a little too fast, though. brings it in on the left.
Yeah, you really see he held off on that shot. Just laid back maybe a bit too much. But it's tough to hit a specific landing zone in the woods through a tunnel.
We see Lauri now. He has just been alternating pars and birdies all around here. Let's see if he can break that and try to secure his first 2 birdies in a row.
What's coming? Oh, late tree was coming in real nice on the hyzer. That would have been down the hill with almost a jump putt left.
Oh, and Hjalte's getting aggressive. I think it may have also connected left side, but that looked like a fast throw with a driver.
Yeah.
I think he was really going for it there.
A little slippage off the tee, probably putting a bit too much effort into that drive. Oh, Niklas with the kick of the century right there. Woo!
Bit of tree direction. I'm sure he'll take that.
Going left.
All 4 of them just hyzering out a bit early, or for Jesse overturning a little bit early to that left side. We'll see some scrambling here, I'm sure. Another overhead from Hjalte, just trying to hit the biggest gap. Nothing really for the straight air shot.
Yeah, just get it down the fairway. Keep it moving forward. Make that next shot shorter than the last one.
And you can imagine a 150-meter par 4. If you just threw 50 meters every throw and made your putt, that's a par.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at that.
Or you go sidearm chipper, and put it to the basket.
Even gets a little cut roll around it. That's good stuff. Let's see here. Out of the woods on Anheuser. You see it turning over, holding Anheuser the whole way. Connects with the ground, and you get a nice little cut roll. That is bullseye.
Curl around the pin backwards. Love it. Love it.
Smooth move. Lauri now.
Also sidearm Annie. Too high, though. Not going to get the distance. Niklas with the beautiful kick back into the fairway. Right in the middle. Oh, but he's filtering out right and long on that approach. It's going to leave him another tester to get the birdie.
His putting has looked pretty solid today. I'm sure it's not as close as he wants, but well within his range. Hjalte with another scramble shot.
Oh, ding.
He is just in full-on attack mode. Everything coming in super hot. He's just trying to put it in at any given time.
That would have been quite the birdie to finish off the front 9, if I do say so myself.
Another pin from Lauri there. These guys
That's
just
the
drawing
way.
metal.
Nice little tap under the basket, save the par. Get on to the back 9. He is already 4 down in the front. That is not bad. Back 9 we saw yesterday is clearly more attackable than the front.
Niklas for his birdie.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff.
Hey, he's spraying them left and right, but he is banging the putts. Ooh, as he was shushing somebody over there.
You know, I appreciate that because his putt is done and out of the way, but he's trying to make sure his card mates are getting a fair chance here at their putts.
Yeah, 90% chance that was also while he was putting.
It's a fair point.
Whoop. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, no. He might have gotten a little frazzled by the putter drop there, but that is not a putting motion. Just pick it back up and reset. Don't worry about those types of things. Everybody drops stuff from time to time. It's not a throw.
But he still secures his par. bogey there. I was going to say he hit the woods early, through the overhead,
Yeah.
through the Anheuser forehand, missed the putt. He takes his 5, and we are done for the front 9.
That was a roller coaster. I mean, lots of color on this cards. We see Lauri coming in 4 down, minus 16 total. Niklas and Jesse are now tied at 12 down.
Look at
Hjalte is
Jesse.
having some struggles.
4 in a row to tie it up at the end. It's really nice by him.
That's
Finish
getting
out
the work
strong.
done on the front.
As we take a look, Lauri in first at 16 under, but Hennar Rudna, a name that we saw through the front 9 of the last round at 5 under. He really
Get
has a
some, boy.
great command of this first half. We see Niklas and Jesse tied for second with Hennar. So still a lot of players were gunning for this podium spots.
Yeah, only 6 strokes separating the top 10. Stay tuned, guys. Be sure to like and subscribe. Catch us on the back 9.
Adios.
Over and out.